Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Last week I was introduced to small business owners with an exceptional story right in the heart of Mandurah in Canning. Their business was brought to my attention by Mandurah's Employment Facilitator, a new role for our region delivered by the Minister for Employment that helps network employers with employment and job active agencies. The business is Calming Moments, started by Mark and Cherise Spray. They're ordinary, hard-working Australians who decided to make the most of a tough situation. Mark and Cherise have a son with high-functioning autism. They were struggling with the sometimes tough and disruptive lifestyle that this brings, when one day someone suggested that they buy a weighted blanket. A weighted blanket creates a snug, calming sensation for the user. They help people with anxiety, sleep disorders, autism and sensory issues by bringing relief, comfort and a better night's sleep. Mark and Cherise liked the blanket, but not the price tag. It was over $400. So they decided to make their own. People said they were crazy, but the design worked. Then they decided to try selling them online for $99. Within a week, orders were coming in faster than they could produce the blankets. 5 years on, they are just about the #1 weighted blanket company in Australia. Mark calls it a journey in baby steps. What started out as a couple in their living room is now a full-time business, leasing commercial space, employing 5 local people, and manufacturing a custom-designed product using Australian materials. They've also invested in their local community. At the beginning, Mark and Cherise committed to give 5% of their sales to the Autism Association. They've since supported the Peel Autism Network, which provides support for families in the Peel region. Most recently, they decided to help provide job opportunities to people with autism. Marianne Baker, Mandurah's Employment Facilitator, put them onto Forest personnel who connected Mark and Cherise with Jason Harris. Jace is now an important part of the team, using his attention for detail to weigh the materials for the blankets, which must be 10% of the client's body weight. He says in his words that the job helps him with all the autistic clutter going on in his head. Calming Moments are an Australian success story with international potential that's grown up entirely in Mandurah. In the words of Marianne Baker, it shows, and I quote, "There are always solutions locally." This is a company born out of having a son with autism to running a business that feeds back into the disability sector, making a product for autistic children and adults, which then employs back into the region as well. In a community struggling with unemployment, this is a fantastic example of how the best solutions are always found locally. I'm incredibly proud to represent people like Mark and Cherise, Deputy Speaker, and I wish them and their staff every success into the future. Thank you.
Thank the Honourable